Hola, Cuspers. I really want to figure out how to get a monthly reading in for you guys. The time is such an issue, so I don't like that Cuspers get left out of readings. So yesterday I did a reading, and I'm going to do pre-shuffles from now on. I know this looks like a mess, but it'll make sense, okay? Because it goes sign by sign, all right? But just to let you know the backstory of this, I did a video yesterday for Cuspers, and I shuffled for each sign on camera, and it took me about like an hour, a little over an hour or so, and I went to upload it, and then it's something with my computer that happened. I ended up losing it, so I almost cried. So I was like, I can't have something that's like, an hour that I invest in something and end up crying over it. So I'm just trying to figure out how to shorten things down and how to make it so that you guys get a decent reading, but not so it kind of takes up, huge amounts of my time, because I do a lot of general readings. So this is what's going to happen, okay? Going forward, if I can continue to do this, I need your help, okay? I need you, one thing to help me with, if you guys could timestamp this, that would be great. Just to help each other out and stuff. And then, like I said, if it's okay, I'm just going to do the pre-shuffle, lay it out, and then I'm just going to leave that out of the video, alrighty? And I think we can do this for month to month like this, alright? So I'm going to start off with, I meant to start off with Virgo because it was for September, but I'm starting off with Leo, so I'm sure you guys will forgive that. So we're going to start off with Leo, Virgo, and also, I get confused because I'm doing Cuspers, so you have to give me, I might have pauses when I'm kind of, you know what I mean? I might have pauses because it is very complicated. There's a lot of cards, plus I'm doing cusps on top of it. So let's see how this goes. Post up in the comments or like or what have you. If I see a response, like I said, I had a good response last month, then I'll certainly try to continue with these to the best of my ability. So let's start off with Leo, Virgo. Okay, so if you were born on a cusp in between Leo and Virgo, your challenge, and this is for September, so the challenge I'm seeing is, so something, we have the tarot card, so obviously something has happened. Something has totally fallen apart. And no matter what you did, with the tarot card, you can't hold it together. You just have to like fold into the universe and let things happen. The more that you resist it, the more that change is going to kind of occur. So this happened, you probably weren't very happy about it. That's what the problem was, okay? So that's what the challenge was. The advice is the Three of Peppermills in reverse. So believe it or not, what I'm kind of getting from this is to limit your expectations, okay? I know that's not a typical kind of thing for the Three of Peppermills, but I feel like limit your views a little bit. I feel like the reason why the tower did fall apart is because you really had a lot of expectations or had an outcome for this, and then when it fell apart, it was a lot harder on you than it actually had to be, okay? And I'm getting from now on, kind of moving forward, maybe slow things down, or I keep on getting, limit your view, kind of cut down on that a little bit. Don't be so vast and sort of like all over the place when it comes to possibilities. Focus on one thing and do one thing well, is what I just got, okay? So instead of trying to do several things and have them all be fantastic, the advice they're saying to avoid this in the future is do one thing and do one thing well, okay? I pulled the smaller card here, is actually the card that I pulled for what is the one thing you need to know in September. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. So the Six of Pentacles is about relationships built on mutual respect, equal give and take. And I feel like the one thing that they need you to know is to work on those kind of relationships in September, okay? It doesn't have to be relevant to what happened here, but I feel like, they're telling you that's what you kind of need to work on. What you give to a situation is what you kind of get back. And it could be relevant to this situation. That could be one of the reasons why everything did kind of fall apart, and you were giving, trying to hold it back together, put it back together, and it just wasn't working. Your energies might have been scattered amongst different things instead of focusing on one thing. But they're telling you the one thing you need to know is really kind of work on relationships where there's equality, where somebody values you, somebody realizes your worth, and you realize the worth of the other person. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to Virgo Libras. So what I see for your challenge is the Justice card of the upright, which is the card of Libra. So that is one of your signs. But the challenge is in regards to is like trying to get justice for something, trying to have a positive outcome in regards to a situation is usually the Justice card, or hoping there's going to be a favorable outcome. So for some of you Virgo Libra cuspers, you could be going through a legal situation right now, or something, you know, in the legal system, and you're hoping for a positive outcome, you're hoping for fairness, and that's what I'm kind of getting. If it isn't legal, if it isn't a judgment of some sort, then it's just being treated fairly, or just you know, having justice within a situation or within September. The advice is the 5 of hats in the upright, and what I'm getting from that is that, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and when you do lose, you can't let it, so things might not, even though the challenge is that you're hoping things are going to kind of go your way, you're hoping you're going to be treated fairly. I'm getting from the 5 of hats here that might not be the case, but that's okay. Okay, having acceptance that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And if you see this guy here, he's kind of turning up his nose like, I don't care, so what? These hats spilled over, I don't care, I'm not going to let it get me down. And there's these 2 hats behind him. Okay, so you always have support. So even though things do not go in your favor, or things may not go the way you want them to go in September, they're saying that you still have a support system. Okay, and not, you know, don't be all consumed with grief, or all consumed that things did not go your way. Now, in the position of the one thing you need to know, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And what I got from this, the one thing you need to know is that there could have been somebody involved with this who is, you know, was greedy, was fraudulent. The King of Pentacles usually tries to get his way, or, you know, tries to make things happen using money. Okay, so if this is resonating for you guys, this is somebody who could have greased a palm to get what he wanted. If it's a judgment, it could be someone who paid off a lawyer, or, you know, made a promise of something, or there was an exchange, you do this for me and I'll do, you know, something for you. But the one thing they need you to know is either that this person was a part of this, or that accept that there's going to be people who are going to do this. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't work out in your favor, and it's unfair, and it can be really frustrating. But I'm feeling, for like the other half of you, there was somebody involved in this who actually paid somebody off, or promised somebody a favor to get things to kind of go their way. Okay. Now we're going to move on to Libra. See, this is where Libra Scorpio. Okay, don't worry, I'll get used to these after I do them a little bit more. Okay, Libra Scorpio, in the challenge position, you all have the Queen of Oysters in reverse. Okay, so there's somebody in your perimeter for the months of September. The Queen of Oysters, when she's in reverse, she uses money in mean ways, or she's really selfish, she's really greedy, she's really materialistic. So this could be somebody that's a challenge to you, unless it's you sort of being this way. But you know, with the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, she's trying to extract money, she's trying to use money. So this could be somebody that's financially well off, and they're kind of using the purse strings to kind of get you to do their bidding, or what have you. In the advice position, we have the Strength card in reverse, which is the card of Leo, if that resonates. And what I'm kind of getting from this is that this person, so whatever they're doing, whatever tactics they're doing to use money to try to get you to do their bidding, or, you know, or they're taking money from you, or what have you, okay, using money for ill means. The Strength card in reverse, the advice position, is don't let them hold you down. Don't let them make you feel, the Queen of Pentacles too in reverse can be like a haughty person, like, haha, look at everything I have, you don't have anything, you know, somebody that's kind of like that, looking down at you, down the side of their nose at you. And the Strength card in reversed is like, don't let this person feed into your insecurities, okay? You know, try to keep your strength up, because the Strength card in reverse can be feeling weak, not feeling good enough, not feeling like you can stand up to somebody. Alrighty, and the advice is to, you know, realize when you're feeling this and kind of manage that sort of within yourself. Now, this person being the central issue here, the one thing you need to know, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. I feel that this person is pivotal in not allowing opportunities to come to you. So they're blocking you in some way. This could be someone you need a loan from. They promise to give you money and they're just kind of like holding on to it, you know, in a way like, well, I'm not going to give you the loan until you do this. Or, you know, I just feel like they're being very manipulative with finances or practical matters. Even it could be somebody, you're living in their house and they're like, well, I'll let you live in my house, but, you know, ... And there really are. They're limiting opportunities from coming to you. They're actually, you know, controlling or stopping your ships from coming in. And I feel like they're clipping your wings or what have you. So just be careful of that person in September, because I do feel like they're very influential. And they're wealthy and they're using their wealth for that, or whatever they have practically that you need from them. Okay, Scorpio Sagittarius. Here you guys are. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to stop the video for a second because I just got a low battery in my headphones. So I will get back to this. Okay, I'll be back, Scorpio Sagittarius. Alrighty, Scorpio Sagittarius. Sorry about that interruption. Okay, so you guys have the King of Hats in reverse in the challenge position. What? Yeah, challenge position, right? Yeah. And what I'm getting from this can be a person, usually with the King of Hats, somebody who's immature, somebody who, well, emotionally they're immature, or they use their emotions for negative ways. They could be moody, they could be jealous. It could be you being like this too, you having negative emotions and kind of, you know, putting those out to somebody else. But in the advice position, we have the Page of Flamingos here, and that leads me to believe that this is not you. Because this person, whoever this King of Hats is, whoever's pissed off at you, okay? Like I said, a loose cannon, really moody, jealous. They're talking stuff about you kind of behind your back. I paused because I just thought I heard somebody coming in. Okay, maybe not. Sorry about that. I just got freaked out. Okay, because nobody's supposed to be here. That's why. So with the Page of Flamingos, so this person I feel like is spreading rumors about you. They're talking slanderous about you. They're gossiping things about you. One, you know, because they're pissed off and they're a little bit of a loose cannon. But the other reason is because, you know, it's getting them attention of some sort. Not good attention, but you know, they're sitting there talking and people are like, ooh, what else do you know? So I would be really cautious of this person in September, all right? Now, for the one thing that you need to know for September, for you Scorpio Sagittariuses, Cuspers, we have the World card in reverse. So as much as I wish I could tell you something better, I don't feel like this is going to end anytime soon, okay? I don't think you're going to be able to get closure on this. I feel like this person is going to be behaving like this through September, possibly into October. You're going to try to shut them down. You're going to try to be like, okay, why are they doing this? What do you need from me? I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even try to connect with this person and come to some type of closure with them, because they're adamant that they're just going to do what they're going to do. And obviously you can control your reactions to this person, but you're not going to be able to control their actions that they're doing to cause your reactions, okay? Or, you know, all you can do is control how you react to this person. But the World card here, they're telling you, you know, don't have any hopes of this ending anytime soon. It's going to be very open-ended. They're probably going to continue with his antics through September. And I wish I had better news, but that's what I have for you all, okay? Sagittarius, Capricorn. challenge position, 6 of flamingos are reversed. So you're having a really hard time kind of, you keep on going back to something, either going back to get answers, you're going back to get closure, or you're having a hard time just moving on from somebody, even though you know it would be good for you to move on. You know it would be beneficial to you. You're having a refusal to do so. Okay, you still want to kind of hang on to this situation or hang on to this person. And the funny thing is here, I see for the solution, I see the Lover's card in the upright, which is the card of Gemini, if that resonates. But the solution is you're going to be finding somebody else. You know how they say, or you're going to be getting a new job. I mean, this is a general reading. So let's say you can't leave a job. You're going to get the offer of a new job. Let's say that you can't leave somebody and you keep on going back to them. You're actually going to meet somebody entirely new that you connect with in a level like no other. And this person or this entity or whatever this is going to actually allow you to move on. And it's going to be a much better situation than it was, okay, in September, if this resonates for you, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cuspers. Now, for the one thing that you need to know, we have the 5 of Swords in the reversed. And this is great, too, because I feel like once you make this connection and you kind of realize, oh, what was I thinking? Why was I refusing to move on from something that you know, that really wasn't beneficial for me, and now I'm in a situation where things are so much better, like ×2 and everything. The one thing that you need to know is that this needed to happen so that you could forgive yourself, so that you could forgive this other person. You know, I feel like you were in a bad place, and with the 5 of Swords in reverse, that's allowing, you know, forgiveness and to move on from something and not having any residual bad feelings, or not having, you know, not having anything linger, okay? And I do think whatever this situation was enabled you to do so and move on from that, okay? Capricorn Aquarius, here we are. In the challenge position, you have, oh, okay. In the challenge position, you actually have the 2 of Hats in the upright. Okay, so while you're in some sort of, it could be a relationship with somebody, it could be anybody, a family member, a friend, a romantic situation, a colleague, okay? And the 2 of you are very similar. You have very much in common. This person is in a yin to your yang. This person's your mirror. This person's your twin flame, whatever catchphrase you want to use. That's what the challenge is, that this person is so similar to you, and you have a connection with this person like you've had with no other person. But for some reason, I'm feeling like maybe this should not continue, okay? And the reason why is because in the advice position, we have the 7 of Oysters in reverse, which is saying stop putting energies into this, okay? So even though you have this wild connection with somebody, I almost feel like this is, I hate to use the term soulmate and these catchphrases, but I mean, you know, soulmates aren't meant to be with you your entire life. They're meant to teach you lessons. You go through really hard lessons with a soulmate. And even though you connect with them like you connect with no other person, that doesn't mean that they're like the one or the person you're supposed to be with. And with the advice card telling me that you need to stop investing energies in this because it's not going to have success, it's not going to have, you know, you're not going to be ambitious, you're not going to be able to get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow with this person. I know it's really hard to believe that, but if you open your eyes and look at it, you'll probably see the red flags or see things that you haven't seen before, knowing that that's true. So they're just telling you stop. I mean, any more energy you put into this is just going to be wasted. And the one thing that you need to know is the 2 of Swords in reverse. This is not going to be an easy decision for you. Okay, so no matter how you try to position this or end this, or whatever you're deciding about in regards to this liaison that you have with this person, you're really not going to do either one. You're really not going to relish doing either of the options that are available for you, because the 2 of Swords is about you know, having to make a decision between 2 things, being forced to do so, but really not wanting to do it because neither one of the options is good, or is going to make you feel good, or is going to make the other person feel good. What they're telling you, you're going to have to be forced to make a decision in regards to this liaison or this partnership or whatever it is, you know, whether you like it or not. So just hunker down and go ahead and do what you have to do, even if there's going to be negative consequences involved with that. Okay, now we're moving on to Aquarius Pisces cuspers. Aquarius Pisces in the challenge position, you all have the, because I just laid these out, now I'm reading them on the fly here. We have the 10 of hats in reversed. Okay, so you're not as happy as you could be right now, or in September, so to speak. You know, the 10 of hats is about discord. It can be within a family. The 10 of hats can be a family card. Things aren't going so well, you know, with your family in whatever sense that is. Things aren't going so well, or you aren't happy or contented. You know, in an office situation, it can even sometimes we have an office family or what have you. So, or any kind of situation or in your career, you just aren't happy. You aren't content. Nothing is kind of vibing for you. In the advice position, we have the 7 of hats in reverse. Now, the 7 of hats for me is sometimes just setting the bar way too high. You know, having things really high, having, you know, hoping for things that are just out of your reach, and kind of setting yourself up for disappointment. So I'm feeling like this can contribute to some of your unhappiness that you have going on right now, that you kind of thought things were going to turn out different. You had a specific outcome in mind, and as a result, since this isn't panning out, it's kind of feeding into your discontent that you have in September. Now, for the one thing you need to know, for September, we have the Emperor card in the upright, and this is kind of telling you, this is a card of Aries. If that resonates, does it resonate? Right? Hold on. See, this is where so I have yeah, Sag Capricorn, Capricorn Aquarius, Aquarius Pisces we're into here. Okay. So I was saying, I'm like, Aries, is that your sun? But Aries is over here. Okay. So, you know, you could have Aries in your chart, or you could be involved with an Aries. But something you need to know, this can go one of two ways. Either you need to be the boss of your own destiny, and you need to kind of like look at everything, get things organized, and be very serious about it. The Emperor is very serious about how things are going to be. He comes on the scene and he brings order to chaos. Okay, so if everything's kind of up in the air and you're not happy, the Emperor card is kind of saying to you, well, what are you going to do about it? You know, it's up to you. It's your free will. What do you need to do to kind of change the situation? You're the boss of your own office, so to speak. So the one thing you need to know is that you're the boss. You're the throne. You're on your throne. You're in charge. So what are you going to do to kind of better this situation? Now, if the one thing you need to know is not that, then the one thing you need to know, there's going to be someone that's coming into your life that is going to do this for you. And this person does not mince words. They come in and they're like, what the hell are you doing right now? You aren't happy. This isn't working out. It's because you thought this was going to happen. It's not happening. So what are you doing about it? I mean, it's someone that's really going to kind of give you a dose of reality. And like I said, the Emperor does not mince words. He's just like, okay, you need to get out of this, and this is what you need to do. And this person might actually help you. So this is somebody that could come into September and actually, you know, help you resolve this situation. Alrighty, we are going to move on next to Pisces Aries, right? Again, you guys are looking at what I'm looking at here, so I'm just trying to keep track. And let me backtrack. Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, Aries. That almost sounded like a song, huh? Okay, so Pisces Aries, in the challenge position, you have the Knight of Hats. Okay, so somebody's rolling in with an offer that wildly appeals to your emotions. It could be a romantic offer, somebody coming in, sweeping you off your feet. It could be your dream career, your dream job coming in, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited about this. It's really something that you are very, very, like I said, excited about. And the Knights to me are action. So when this person's making this offer, you want to act on it. You want to jump on this horse with this guy and go wherever he wants you to go. Okay. This is in a challenge position though. And I'm looking at the 9 of Flamingos here for advice. And I feel like whatever is being offered here, so whatever glitters is not gold. Okay? Whatever this is, it's wildly appealing to you. You don't know everything about it. And the advice card is saying that when you get into this situation, there's going to be a lot of things that you did not know about that are going to cause you anxiety and stress and keep you awake at night, and you're going to be overthinking things. If this is a job, however the job description is being told to you is not 100%. Because once you kind of get into it, you're going to have like all these people screaming at you going, if you can see that, I want this, I want that. I mean, think of those flamingos as employees and Tweedledum as you trying to shut them out. There's just going to be a lot more to this than how it's being presented. And for the one thing that you need to know, we have the 7 of Cups in the upright. Choose wisely in September. So even though a lot of opportunities are being presented to you, they are asking you, they're saying the thing you need to know is you need to research each of those cups carefully, know exactly what you're getting into, make sure the contract is very carefully outlined, make sure if it's a romantic relationship, however this person's presenting themselves to you, look for the red flags because they're going to be causing you a lot of stress later on. So the thing that you need to know is you need to research, make sure you absolutely know what you're getting into, because again, all that glitters is not gold. Okay? So this is, what is this? Aries, right? Aries Taurus. Let me just go across here. Okay? You're gonna have to be patient with me on this. Aries, Taurus, Gem, Cancer, Leo. Yeah. Okay. So Aries, Taurus, those of you born in between Aries and Taurus, we have the Ace of Peppermills in the reverse already. So something that you kind of wanted to happen to knock it off the ground. You're really excited about it. It's kind of like a lead balloon, you know? You throw it up in the air and you're like, yay! And then it like falls. And you're really charged up about it. You were like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. Could have been a relationship, could have been a lot of things, okay? Now, reason why this did not get off of the ground, in the advice, we have the King of Oysters in reverse. So either there was not enough funding for this, there wasn't enough financials for this. I'm getting money, okay? It could also be that this person, let's say it was a romantic relationship and you were all like, yeah, let's do this. They were not looking for a commitment. They weren't the type of person that does commit. Another reason why it couldn't have gotten off the ground or didn't happen is because the King of Oysters is known for being fraudulent. Okay, so he doesn't have any follow through. He's all about the idea, or he'll present something, and then when it comes to it having substance or follow through, there's nothing there. Okay, so the advice is just, be aware of why this happened, and who was behind it, or the reasons for why this didn't happen. Now, the one thing you need to know is we have the Queen of Cups here. And what I got for you for September is, don't let your emotions get the better of you. Be the Queen of Cups. I almost got from the Queen of Cups, despite this happening, be kinder than necessary, because everyone's fighting their own battles. I kind of got that saying. And that you really kind of need to embody that. And that's going to help you with your own emotions and your disappointments and your frustrations in regards to, why didn't this get any place, okay? Maybe this person has issues of their own. Maybe they, didn't mean to kind of get you involved with this, but you did anyway. So just practice kindness, being sympathetic towards somebody, and maybe even help this person get to a better place, believe it or not, because that's part of what the Queen of Cups does. She's very sympathetic, and she helps people get to a better place who are, having misfortunes or emotional misfortunes or what have you. She's a shoulder for people to cry on. She nurtures people. So that's what I'm kind of getting for you guys, okay? Taurus, Gemini, challenge position. I gotta lift this up. It's like the big review. I'm like, ta-da! We have the 9 of Peppermills in reverse. So, okay, you all are very guarded. Okay, so you guys have a lot going on. So somebody's really kind of pushing in on you. Alrighty, making you paranoid. You've put up walls, you put up boundaries, and you've been like, no, stay out. And this person's like, well, I'm just gonna put my foot in the door here. Or they're just like, no, I don't care if you tell me to stay out. I'm coming in anyway. So you have this energy of that type of person. Challenge position. we have the Queen of Peppermills here in reversed. So this person, and advice, don't let this person take away your power, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to so every line that you draw on the sand, they step over it because they're pushing the envelope. They want to see how far they can get with you. And it will weaken you if you allow this. They will take away your power. And they're telling you, don't let this person take away your power. You're going to have to push back on this person. All right. And the one thing you need to know, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, wow, we have two queens in reverse. So somebody really is being bitchy, or a jerk, however we want to look at it. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I got two things from that, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's about money, trying to get money. But I got that this person's really demanding, and they want you to like work your fingers to the bone. They want you to work way more than you should. Like, they don't want you to have any fun. What I'm getting for both of these cards, like, this is a matriarch. This is somebody who is a mother-in-law, an aunt, your mother. And you're really trying to set up boundaries with this person, and they're not having it. With the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting, the one thing you need to know is that they're trying to do this because they're trying to make you feel like you're not good enough. Like, no matter how hard you work, you need to work harder. That's a really weird energy there. I mean, I don't even feel like I gave you any real advice there, except don't let this person do this. Don't let them take your power. Take your power back from this person is what I would get, because they're a really strong force. I see they don't like no for an answer. Okay. Alrighty. So, okay. This is where I have pause again. Alrighty. Because we did... What did we do? Don't even tell me I have to go from the beginning. Alrighty. And also, I've been reading cards all day, so I'm totally out of my mind right now. And I'm trying to imagine what the... Okay, I'm going to go from the beginning then. Leo, Virgo, Libra what? We can make this a game. Libra, Scorpio, Scorpio, Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gem. That's what I thought. Gem, Cancer. All right. That's the last time I'll kind of like do that, because I think I got it now. Alrighty. I could have gone backwards too. Duh. Sorry to waste your time. That's why I'm asking you guys to timestamp this and be patient. Okay. Gemini, Cancer. The reveal. Challenge position. You have the 8 of Hats in the upright. The get the hell out of Dodge card. Okay. So the challenge position is you guys are having problems moving on from something that doesn't serve you anymore. As a matter of fact, you've emotionally checked out. It could be a marriage. You're emotionally checked out of it. But you're having problems realizing it and totally moving on from that. Or you're having problems realizing that you staying in it is doing nothing for you anymore, since that's in the challenge position. Advice is the 9 of Hats in the upright, telling you find your happiness, okay? Because the 9 of Hats is about being fulfilled. It's so weird, this inkwell I see on this desk underneath this raven. So I feel like some of you are getting like a divorce, because I like an inkwell, signing the papers, signing the documents I sort of got, that you need to get out of this. And the 10th hat is this document. Alrighty. Okay, that was weird. So yeah, you need to get out of something, but I feel like there's a legal document or something that needs to be signed in order for you to do, like you're almost out of it. So you're at the 9th hat, but you need that 10th hat. You need that signature on the line from a judge or from you or from a spouse or whatever to be out of it entirely. Maybe that's why you can't walk away from it. Maybe that's why you can't, because there's something legal involved with this. And this could be a job also, because there's documents involved with jobs too, obviously. We have the Page of Wands here in regards to something that you need to know, or what you need to know in September. And that card for me is that you will get news of something else. Okay. So, once you kind of get out of this And once you do what you have to do to get out of it, and you're happy and you're content, you will get news of something coming in, because the Page of Wands is about news, and it's going to appeal to you. It could be a new start. So in terms of news, it can be a job that you're very excited about. It can be a new bright romance. You know, anything like that that really kind of gets your heart stirring or gets your passion going. Okay, so that's what Gemini, Cancers need to know. Cancer, Leos, in your challenge position, you have the Four of Flamingos in the upright. So the challenge for you guys is to take a break. You need to kind of remove yourself from something, go on a hiatus, go on a, you know, take a vacation for yourself, a momcation if you're a mom. You need to rest, you need to regroup. I don't know if you're burning the candle like at both ends or what have you. Some of you, some of you might need therapy or a counselor of some sort, and the challenge is you actually doing that. So you're resisting that for some reason. And I see the advice here, we have the Nine of Oysters in reverse, and what I'm getting from that is the reason why you're resisting this is because you feel as... All right, guys, sorry for the interrupt on that. Video gave out. Figures like right on the last one, right? Okay, so what I'm kind of getting is one of the reasons why you don't want to is this Nine of Oysters here, or why you're avoiding, or why it's a challenge for you to take this time out, because you don't want to be seen as somebody who is dependent on somebody else to get better, okay? Or somebody who needs to have time off in order to get where they need to be. You see that as the Nine of Oysters in the upright is about somebody who's independent. They don't need anybody. They only let people in that they choose who they let in or whatever. And I'm always feeling like with this Nine of Oysters in reverse, the reason why you don't want to do this is because you sort of feel like you're going to seem like you need other people to function, or you're gonna be seen by other people as, oh, they can't stand on their own, they can't be independent, they need other people in order to, you know, so, or they need to take a break. You feel like it's gonna diminish you somehow to other people, or and usually I don't get, like, it could be the Leo in you guys, like that pride, that sense of pride, where you're like, no, I'm not going to take a time. If I take a time out, I'm going to look lazy. If I go and I see someone and I talk to them, it's going to look like, you know, I need to have that person in order to, you know, be who I am or do what I am. So that's what I'm kind of getting from that. And then for your card, for the one thing that you need to know, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So they're saying if you don't address this, if you don't take the time off that you need, if you don't take a break that you desperately need, it's going to affect home life. It's going to affect family. You know, your family at home. It can cause, you know, discord, disagreements, you know, whether you have a family with someone like you have kids, or whether, you know, you have a family like you have siblings and parents and things like that. It's going to cause problems if you don't do this. And it might be just because you're at a breaking point right now and you're very stressed out, and you're going to carry that stress, and it's going to translate to those that you care about. So I would be really careful about that. I would definitely in September take the time that you need for yourself to kind of get where you need to be. Okay, so Cuspers, if any of this resonated, consider a personal reading. My email is below. I'm gonna try to keep doing this. We'll see how the response is, if it catches on. If you like, share, and subscribe, that's actually gonna help things out a lot, because then, you know, you're gonna be sharing, other people will see it, other Cuspers will see it, and maybe we can like build like a Cusper world, even though I'm not one. So all right, good luck to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Hopefully I'll be able to do this in October too. Bye.